Ivy, if you have a Wix store, you can connect your Wix store. We have free plans, so you can always get up and going on the free plan and trial it. There's no segmentation wise, you have unlimited segments in Omnisend. Jerome, I think that was one of the big changes we made in the past 18 months is we went from having a cap. So again, unlimited segments to create segments. We've got a bunch of pre-built ones. Again, we have, I think, so you can pick these up and go. There's scaffolding that's already pre-built. So these are kind of those best practices we see. But then also you can create your own. So if you view certain pages, right? So browse abandonments are key. If they look at a page, if they're looking at a product on Wix and then they leave without even adding it to the cart, you can retarget like that with a bunch of different platforms. Next one up is forms. So if you're, I'll be kind of quick on forms. Again, we have, if you want to create forms, we see these as pop-ups. These could be banners. These could be landing pages. We have all different types of forms that you can collect consent, collect opt-in. So you can do full cycle forms. You can do welcome forms. You can do browse you can do forms of like exit intent, right? You could have landing pages just to collect forms if you're running some sort of campaign or special on social and you want to send them to a specific landing page to sign up for a giveaway or some sort of raffle or some sort of incentive. You can have them sign up with a full form, right? So you can collect more than just email or phone number, and you can do emails and phone numbers on the same ones. All right, so automations. So here again, unlimited number of automations. From a reporting standpoint, the thing I like having my own store is I can see right here the sends, open clicks, and sales. Same thing. We have very advanced in-depth reporting. See the high level metrics here. Again, this is our surface level, kind of the key metrics, not even our advanced reporting yet that's included in there too. But in here, you can see the key things like not only what automation are they ordering, but what step in that automation, right? Well, I can see here, it's a little small for you, but I can see that actually all of these sales are coming from that second email. Well, as a marketing strategy, I'm thinking, well, put that second email first because I want them to buy faster, right? So if I see in here that all the opens are here, pretty even opens, but all of those orders are coming from that second email, I'm rearranging. I'm putting that second email as the first one in that cadence real quick. Here. But let's say you want to create a custom workflow. So you can do it. You can do like, hey, I want to drag an email in. I want to tag a certain product, right? So if somebody looks at a certain page, right, you have a very unique niche product. And you say, hey, I want anybody that looked at this page, tag them automatically with this tag. You can do that. You can do split automations, right? So is this person, going back to the question before, is like, hey, are they an SMS buyer or an email buyer, right? Well, you can say, hey, contact properties is they're in a certain segment is one order only, right? So you can build as many as you want, but I've got a split automation that says, okay, if this person comes in and let's say they've got an abandoned cart, select trigger, viewed page, placed order, abandoned cart, in the cart sum, let's say the cart sum is greater than 100 USD, right? So now I've got some more automations in here, right? So this is going to trigger only if and when they have $100 in their cart abandonment. It's going to add a tag. Let me just delete that tag there for simplicity. So it's going to say, all right, split the segments. If they've already ordered one time, send them down this way because maybe if they've already ordered one time, you don't want to send them another welcome discount. But you know what? If they've ordered before, send them this way. But if not, send them over here. Or you can do, let's go back to your question before, Fred, is like they have a tag. Say this customer has a tag that they bought after getting an SMS, right? They had a sale attributed to an SMS message. Well, if yes, you bet I'll move that email over here. If yes, I want to send them an SMS first, right? Because we know that that's where they buy, that make that pattern recognition happen. You can send them an SMS again right here.
So I don't know if the problem is with the software or with the platform, but what I want to ask is that if ever we are going to integrate Omnisend to Wix, will that be a problem? Will we have the same problem?
Not need to have that person. So you're saying they have to go to the website and then log into that person's website to be known?
Yeah, but they are not. The person is not compelled, right? I mean, they shouldn't have to do that because in other websites you can automatically receive abandoned cart sequence even if you're not logged in. But upon testing, we should be logged in. Like we tested it out, our sequence, we tested it out. So we're not receiving emails if we're not logged in, if we're not a site member, basically. So I'm thinking, I was wondering, where's the problem? Is it from the software, or basically what I want to ask is that if ever we will integrate with Omnisend, will we have the same problem? Can that
So
be prevented?
so yes, with a caveat. So there's a limitation on Wix. I just put this link in the chat for you there too.
Okay.
So it is a limitation of Wix, or I shouldn't say that. It's how Wix does it. They like Shopify. Very few Shopify stores where you ever have to log in as a customer, right? They just recognize you.
I agree.
BigCommerce has some of that. Wix does some of that. WooCommerce does a little of everything. They dabble in everything. WooCommerce, they're more open source. With Wix, there's two ways that we can connect abandoned cart. One is if they log into the store, yeah, we'll know who they are, right? Because Wix is sending us that information. But on the flip side, we will get the abandoned cart if they go to the cart process and enter in their email address, just like in Shopify, just like in BigCommerce. If they enter in their email address in that cart, we get that automatically. They do not need to be logged in that step. So it's a little bit of a hurdle on Wix, is my understanding. Is Wix doesn't automatically send it without them actually putting it either logging in, or if on the checkout, if they get to the checkout and they enter in their email address and then go to the next page, see that shipping is going to be $37, and then they abandon, you can still send, and they're not logged in, you can still send them an abandoned cart because they've input their email address on that. Does that make sense? So it is a limitation of Wix, period. But with us, you can do Wix sign in, or they've input their email address on that abandoned cart.
Oh, so they really have to put in their email somehow.
They have to, I'll get double confirmation on that to see if there's a way that we track consistently, but there's my double confirmation. This is something like, it means that we're not able to track abandoned cart via cookies. We can with Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, we can track via cookies. Wix, it's a platform of Wix limitation that they limit it to, they have to enter it in. We can't use cookies. Like if I go to your website and it was on Shopify today, I would be able to, and I go through the abandoned cart or whatever, and you collect my information, and then I come back next week, you will know it's me. Omnisend will know it's me again because I've been on your site before. I'm tracked. Wix doesn't allow the tracking of that cookie beyond that section. So I either have to go back and log in, which, let's admit it, 90% of customers don't log into websites.
Yes, they don't do that. So basically, it's a platform problem. Like it's a store problem.
It's a platform. It's a platform problem.
Got it.
Correct.
And then my other question is that, for example, we earned $20,000, and the attributed sales to email is just around like $2,000, but we have coupon sales that are worth $10,000, and all of those coupons come from the emails. So is the same with Omnisend when it comes to reporting? Do you not?
Attribution is a multi-trillion-dollar question. If somebody ever gets attribution right across platforms, they are going to be a very rich person. So what I can speak to is how our attribution works. We attribute only based on last opened or clicked message. I'm sorry, last month. We last opened or clicked message. So that means, and not like a iOS 15 message. So last click, if you say, hey, you can customize your attribution window too. Say, hey, I only want to attribute a sale to somebody. I think the default is 7 days, the customer, or the normal default out of the box, but you say only after 48 hours. Only attribute a sale to a message if they bought something within 48 hours after clicking a message, right? The nice thing about having email and SMS and web push, all those in one platform, is we're only going to attribute it to one channel. My understanding of, like, for example, Klaviyo is if you're using Klaviyo for email and SMS and you send them an email and an SMS and then they go and buy something, they're going to attribute double. They're going to attribute, they can't
Oh.
define, is that an email attribution or a SMS attribution? They're going to
Mhm.
double attribute. So you're going to see much higher false attribution. For us, we will only attribute to the last clicked message within your attribution window. So
Okay.
would we count, in your case,
The
you're sending
coupon
out, if you're sending out coupon emails through Omnisend, would we,
Uh,
and they buy using that coupon, the only
Uh-huh.
place they can get that is through an Omnisend email. Yes, we're going to count
Yes.
that Omnisend email. Yeah.
Okay, it's gonna appear on the sales analytics that
Yeah.
it's from
Yeah.
emails. Okay.
I don't know the details of Wix. I can sure guess that maybe they attribute it to like the last page or something, which might be different. We attribute it to the last opener clicked message,
Yeah.
whatever channel that might be. Awesome. Well, thank you all for your time. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful evening, and thank you